Good morning, welcome to the allotments on a lovely sunny day. Today we're going to be going compost again. I want to show you midway through the process to finish, and then two other sections. The first one will start here, which is how to increase your compost from a 5 out of 10 to a 7 out of 10. And the third last section will be here, and it will be how to take the compost then on to a 9 out of 10. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off with this great stuff. Rough, finish its hot process, ready for the next stage. Before I start, there's just some ingredients to go over. This what I'm handling here is bracken that has been sieved with this stuff removed from it. This stuff won't be wasted, but the smaller stuff is the main ingredient of the browns, along with some garden browns. And then I've put some leaf mould, very rough leaf mould, on top to bake after the last turning, and it's had 2 turns. Today I'm going to add these 3 bags worth of grass into this mound to get the heat reignited again. This is just how I turn a pile. I remove 1/3 to the side and then basically tip the middle third into the left, mixing the grass as I go. It's a long old process. Well, no, it's not a long old process. It's not too bad at all, to be honest with you. And just work my way across the pile. And what we're looking to do is mix the green in and introduce oxygen back into the pile. And there we are. That's the main boat finished. And then this lot gets layered in on top, again mixing with grass as I go. The grass is the bit that will really generate the heat. This is what I call a dandelion mix, because there are so many dandelion heads in the grass from the spring. Of course, we don't want them regrowing. The heat will disable the seeds. And there we are. That's that pile finished. A couple of days later we come back and the pile went up to 70, but it's now down to roughly 50, I think, 45, 50, and it's ready to be turned again. Nothing gets added again at this stage, but you see how much it's reduced. I won't go through a massive long session of turning. I have to wear a mask, so that's why I'm putting the mask on, because I'm highly allergic to the spores of this stuff. I'm abnormal. It won't affect most people. As you see, there's still a fair amount of heat in the pile, and the same old process of now then, this is weeds that have got soil on them. At this stage, whilst the pile is still hot, I'm really happy to add weeds with the soil still attached to them into the centre of the pile. Obviously the soil will contain seeds. I don't want the seeds to be coming up again, so if I put it in the centre before it goes through a cooling phase, that will be all fine. There we are, all finished. Next stage of the process is taking the rough compost, and I actually don't want to make it hot, but I'm interested in producing the best quality compost, and by adding greens at this stage to that rough compost will bring it on massively. Let's see. So you made 18-day compost, and now you want to up your game into even better compost. The way I do it is in a diet. I've got quite rough compost. It's only very young, so that's absolutely fine. It's got plenty of time to break down further. But I'll now add greens in the garden, weeds, comfrey, nettles, green field beans, the lot, all into the earth. Anything without soil in the roots, as you see me do just now, the soil belongs into the hot pot compost, not into this. And it's just a simple matter of adding this stuff in, very roughly chopped, nothing that special. Just let it go in, and then every so often give it a good old stir. So what you're looking to do is to bury this stuff. This apple tree is fighting me, isn't it? Why do I do this composting in such ridiculous spaces? I really haven't got the answer. Oh, nettle in there. So, revenge of nettle. I've got gloves over there. Oh well, I guess I should man up a bit, shouldn't I? But there you are. Never claimed to be anything else other than a wimp. And what you're looking to do is to layer this soilless green waste through the compost. Because this will help the break down even further. It'll also increase the fertility of the compost a lot. We've got so far. Start laying this back in. Now what we're hoping to do is to actually get this going again, but not get it hot. I'm quite happy if it just goes very mildly warm, perhaps 30 at the very most. Not cook everything off. And I'm happy just layering it through, because hopefully what's going to happen next is this is going to increase the fertility a bit further, as well as the texture, and the worms are coming. And then when we finish for this phase, we'll probably start feeding the worms at the top, just to keep them interested, and then that really will increase the fertility a lot. And yes, I know I've missed a bin with a lot, but I will get that later on. Honest. Let's get a dust face. I'll bring you back when I've finished. Can't get down low enough. And there you go. Job's a good one. All finished nicely. Bob's your uncle. Hopefully this won't heat up too much. The last phase is worms. Since you've introduced all that green matter, worms will naturally invade. I'll cover with the compost because it keeps everything nice and damp, and the worms absolutely love it. Inside here you see plenty of worms. And all you do is just a simple matter of feeding these as much as you can, and they'll do the rest. They'll go up and down the column, they'll excrete within it, and take this up to a level 9 compost. Best compost you can put on your garden. And all I add in is vegetable scraps. This is pineapple, With the, I'm just going to get rid of this lot a minute in there because I just want to show you something further. Now in the bottom of this, ignore the bits of pineapple, that's all potato peelings, frozen. Now then, they say they're well on their way to being compost already, but the worms can consume this very easily. So it is worth freezing any peelings. And that's it. It's as easy as that. Let your friends, the worms, do the work for you. See you next time, guys.